Hi YouTube, this is Hence X Perfect and I am Ibrahim Sonnet. Thank you for tuning in this video, I really appreciate it. The last video I did was the most creative way I used to display a white object on a white background, on a white art, right? That video I thought it will do well because of the title and the thumbnail was creative, but it didn't. Its views were better than the previous videos that I did. So in this video, basically what I did was I made text, white text, to be shown or displayed out on a white background, because if you look at the white material, if you place it on a white background or on another white thing, to differentiate them will be difficult, especially in the digital art. That's why I showed you that those are ways to play with the text. But today I'll show you another way to play with the text. This one is more of changing the style of the text, okay, the structure of the text, giving it some warp and many other stuff. What you have to do is let's just create a new file, and this file, it doesn't matter the size you give it to it. The size I'll give it to it is 1280 by 720. You can give it size of 80 by 80, but make sure it's a bigger size so that you will have space to edit. It's not only one play, we will play with the text in so many ways, okay, in so many creative ways. Let's just create that 1280 by 720. Size really matters if you are working on a project, okay. If you are designing a logo, a flyer, banners, ID cards and other things, okay, those things, their sizes should be in the same size with the paper they will be printed on, in order to have the correct pixel and to have the correct size of it, okay. So what we have to do now is just click the text here. Let's add in, basically if you are a new viewer to this channel, what I want you to do is to do this, is to subscribe. I want you to subscribe if you are a new viewer in this channel. This is what I want you to do. But this here, the text I am using, the font style I am using is called Mistral, M-I-S-T-R-A-L. If you come here, if you just start M-I-S-T-R-A-L, enter, you will have it. But now I want this to be in capital so that it will be more visible, okay. So let's say, so you can use any font style. All you need to do is just follow these steps, okay, and know how to do these things. So the first thing I will do is the warp. Warp is very important in designing logos and designing other flyers, okay, or information cards, So warp, for warp, if you can text, to be able to deal with text in Photoshop is a basic of Photoshop. If you are able to deal with text in Photoshop, then you will be able to do anything with it, just anything with it. If you are able to deal with that in Photoshop, you'll be able to do anything with it. So all you need to do here is very simple. Good. So there are so many different warps, okay. Let's click on text, make sure the text mode is the one selected. Let's click this text here. So here the style is set to none. So that's why these other features are grayed out, these other options are grayed out, because something that is known, you can't add a bend or horizontal distortion to it. So the first one here is the act is what I will show you, okay. Now here we have so many things. We have act, we have arch, bold. All of these are shapes, the shapes that are here. If you click it, that is the shape your text will take, and that is very important for some logos. Some logos, they need only text, but some of them have to be symbolic, okay. Some of them you should blend symbols, shapes and texts to give the symbol. This text here like this, which shape will you like to blend with this to make it symbolic? It might not be beautiful, it might not be a beautiful design. So in order to do that, we have act, but there are so many others up to twist here that you can do. It doesn't matter to, I cannot show you all of this because that is just like we are repeating it. That is the only step, is you touch warp, you change the style to arc or something else. So let's see this. You see now it is like this, it is like a small arch. So what you have to do is, but I want to increase the bend, that one I don't like it. I also want to decrease it if you want, so I leave it like this, like if you hang something on the rope to dry it, something like that sort of. So here when we increase the distort, you see, if you increase it to this step, if you add it, it will get bigger from the far end to the starting, okay. But if if you bring it back, it will be the opposite of it, and that is how I want it to be. Good. So the vertical distortion, it will go like this and come back this way, because that one is vertical. Okay, horizontal and vertical distortion. Good. Good. So this is how I want it. I don't want you to lay your eyes on this text only like that. I want you to perform action before you do it. This text you are seeing here, I want you to perform the action. If you don't do it, if you are a new viewer to this channel, I want you to perform. So if you've been viewing my videos but you don't perform this, I want you to perform this action. Okay, good. So that will be very good. Bring this here, because I want you to visualize, I want you to see anything you do. Okay, I want you to know that the first thing we do, we wrap the text. The second thing, we add effects. The third thing, we did this. The fourth thing, we did that. Okay, so anything I do, I'll place it here. If I bring in a new text, I will do whatever manipulations I want to do on it. This other side, then I bring it here so that you will see all of them. The same time, I'll be working on the other text.